I know how scary new things can be at first. And, because of these fearful thoughts, you probably don't even want to try and pursue that new passion project you've been thinking about. And this fear could look something like, you fearing that this thing could potentially just not work out for you. You just always have a tendency to, feel like good things cannot happen for you. Or, it could look something like you being fearful of, how other people may perceive it or perceive you. You're scared of what other people may think, or you're just overall afraid of getting out of your comfort zone. And with all of that, you need to understand how powerful your awareness is, because your awareness is what is going to conquer all of these fears. And you are going to do that by using your awareness to change your perception on, being fearful of things. For example, instead of being fearful that you cannot accomplish something because it will not work out for you, instead think this. Think I am constantly working towards this goal, working towards achieving this goal. And with me working towards that, I am getting better along the way. I am making progress along the way. I am correcting my mistakes along the way. Therefore, it has no choice but to work out for me. And you have to start telling yourself things like this, because the more you tell yourself something, the more it is going to become a belief. And when we start telling ourselves more positive things, it rewires the neurons in our brains, which allows us to act as if we believe. And I'm saying all that to say that just because it's not happening right now does not mean it cannot happen at all. Like, I know success can seem so far away when you're starting from square one. Like, I have been there, I have done that. But, if you can envision something, it literally exists, I promise. Now, for my people who are afraid of what people think, I simply just want to ask you this. Why do you even care? Like, you really care that somebody thinks that your dreams, your aspirations are lame? You really care that people do not validate what you are trying to do for yourself? Like, why do you care about those things? Those things do not matter. They do not change anything. Like, how people perceive you or what you're doing does not change anything. It doesn't hinder your ability to do anything. So why care? It's not even for them, it's for you. And to the people who are making fun of you for trying to accomplish your goals, that says a lot about them. And those same people making fun of you wish they had the confidence that you had deep down inside. Like, they feel like they can't do what you do because they, unconsciously care about what people think as well. So how about you just separate yourself from individuals like that? Well, separate your mindset from individuals like that. You do not have to think in that way, if that makes sense. And on top of that, you genuinely need to accept the worst. And I know that takes a lot of strength, but when you are trying to succeed, you have to accept the worst. Like, not everybody is going to validate what you do. Not everybody is going to support what you do. Not everybody is going to agree with what you're doing. Not everybody is going to care about what you're doing. And you just have to be okay with that. Like, those people do not matter. There are individuals who are genuinely going to support you, who care about what you're doing. So just try not to focus on those individuals who, think that way about what you're doing. So yes, do not let those negative things dictate your moves and what you do. You simply just can't give a fuck. Like, that's literally all I can tell you. Like, you simply just got to do it for you. You cannot let people's opinions control you. And I'll even give an example. Before I started taking content creation more seriously and, genuinely posting the things that I wanted to post and not what other people wanted me to post, I was very fearful of that. But that didn't cause me to hesitate. That didn't cause me not to post anything. And now I'm at a point where it's like, I have the mentality to where it's like, eventually I'll be getting paid to do this. So I really don't give a fuck. Like, I don't I'm doing this for me. I am not doing this for them. This is something that I want to do. This is something that I genuinely enjoy doing. So yeah, like I said, it's about me and it's not about them. Like, their opinions, their perceptions of me, it's not going to hinder my ability to complete these tasks. So it's getting done. It's getting done. This here is the best piece of advice I could give to anyone watching this video. Five Below Stanley Dew, by the way. This is the best piece of advice I could give anyone watching this video right now. To my people who are afraid of getting out of their comfort zone. If you are afraid of getting out of your comfort zone, you will never grow. You will stay the same forever, and that is fucking scary. You cannot experience growth if you are not willing to change. If you are someone who is afraid of talking to people, and you have a social anxiety, or yeah, you're just afraid of talking to people. Let's not even say social anxiety, because that is completely different. But if you are someone who is just afraid of talking to people, how are you going to overcome that fear of talking to people if you never do it? Like, you have to learn to face your fears. You have to change. You have to learn that skill. Like, it's not just going to magically disappear. It's not. It's not. It's not. A caterpillar cannot become a butterfly if it does not change, if it stays the same. It will not turn into a butterfly if it does not experience change. And the caterpillar turning into a butterfly is a mere representation that change can be beautiful. And change is beautiful. So yes, my love, get comfortable with being uncomfortable, okay? Because if you continuously do those things that bring you comfort, those comfortable things, whatever that is for you, your life is going to stay the same forever. Okay? So just get used to doing new things. If you want to, attract that new life, you got to do new things. That's how it works. And the sole purpose of me making this video is because I was once all of these things that I was talking about. I was just fearful of everything, I am now at a point where my fears do not interfere with my passions. Like, I do not get embarrassed. I do not fear anything. And if I do feel embarrassment, it's literally like for 2 seconds. And then I reshift my awareness. I talk to myself in my head. And I reassure myself. Like, you gotta talk. See, and that'd be the problem. Y'all don't be talking to yourselves enough. Like, if y'all really started talking to yourselves enough, y'all would know that y'all have the answers and that y'all already be knowing the answers to your own questions. Like, it's really not as difficult. Life is not complicated, it's hard, okay? There's a complete difference, okay? Yeah, I got a little bit off topic, but because, the more you ignore your fears, not acknowledge them and pretend as if, they do not exist, they will just forever remain fears. So keep that in mind also. But that was pretty much it for this video. That was all I had on my heart. I hope you were able to take something away from this video. I hope that I helped. I hope that I freed your mind in some way, shape, or form.